upright but comfortable. And as you start to get comfortable, I invite you to leave any roles, responsibilities, worrying, or planning outside the door, giving yourself the gift of presence. For the next 15 minutes or so, we will do a meditation today on the here and now, loving, spacious awareness, learning how to be with what is. So if the time feels right and you feel safe, I invite you to close your eyes or keep them open as you look at something with a soft gaze, however feels comfortable for you. As we start to sink into our meditation, I invite you to go ahead and just take a couple of deep breaths on your own. Filling up through the nose, so filling up the belly, the chest. And then I invite you to just exhale as if you're blowing out a candle, nice and long and slow. Let's go ahead and do 2 more of those. In through the nose and exhale. One more, in through the nose, filling up the belly, chest. I invite you to hold at the top. Take one more sip of air and slowly now just bringing your awareness to your breath, but not trying to control it or fix it this time. Just observing the breath in this present moment. Noticing, is your breath shallow? Is it deep? Just observing. Not trying to fix it. And if you notice that it might be difficult to bring your awareness to your breath, no, that's okay. There's no right or wrong. This is a practice. I invite you maybe to put your hand on your belly and just sense into your breath as the belly rises and falls. Knowing our breath is the first and last gift. It is with us through the hard times, the good times, the celebrations. It's always with us. So just taking a moment to just observe the breath, knowing that in all my meditations, how I teach you is we're learning to be the observer with this curious attention as to what is here. So as we start to ground in this meditation, I want you to bring your awareness right now to your mind. Just observing the mind. Can you observe it from this objective place? Is the mind busy, quiet? Do you notice if it's clinging on to stories, Maybe something that happened during the day or yesterday. Or if it's worrying about the future, planning something. Just observing the mind for just a few moments. My mind is pretty calm at this moment. You may notice that because we're watching the mind, that all of a sudden it's quiet. And again, just observing what's here. In this meditation, we're learning to open to where we are in this present moment with this loving awareness. So if you notice that the mind is really busy, or if there's sad thoughts, repetitive thoughts, allowing them to be here. We're recognizing what kind of thoughts are coming in and out of the mind. And as we recognize, we want to just allow them to be here, to take up space. And just observing. Letting things be just as they are. Noticing the truth in this moment. If you notice you have negative thoughts coming, angry thoughts, it's acknowledging them, not trying to pretend like they're not there. Being honest with yourself, truthful with yourself. Seeing things as they are with this clear clarity. Now I'm going to invite you to let your focus on the mind fall to the background. I invite you to probing the body for sensations. But now I want you to go from head to neck, to shoulders, arms, chest, belly, down the legs, to the feet, and back up again. So down and up and down. So we're going to go ahead and do this just for a few moments. Just acknowledging any physical sensations that come up. And if you can't feel anything on the inside of the body, maybe sense into feeling your clothing against the skin. Or like I said, feeling your legs on the ground. And if you notice that emotions, feelings, thoughts come, it's just acknowledging them, letting them be there, allowing them to be here, but not getting swept away by them. Can you watch the different experiences come and go without getting attached? You know, there's so much information in our body. You may notice as you scan from head to toe that maybe images might appear, memories might appear, or just some certain truth of something that you haven't been wanting to look at, or maybe the grief you're trying to push away. As you sit in silence, what is surfacing for you to bring awareness to? And can you allow it to be just as it is? Again, knowing this is a practice, there's no right or wrong. Just setting the intentions to connect with the body, the present moment. So continue scanning your body for just another moment. Now we're going to let the body fall to the background, and I invite you to bring your attention solely on your heart space. And just acknowledge what may be showing up for you in your heart space. Do you notice if your heart is calm? Do you notice an open heart, a closed heart? Just acknowledging what is here, what needs attention right now. I have a heavy heart today. Doing a little grieving myself. How's your heart? Can you feel into whatever feelings might be there? Can you allow the uncomfortable feelings to be there? Learning to be the observer of our experience, of our human experience, of our behaviors, our habits, our emotions, our thoughts. How's your heart? You may notice that nothing may be coming up as you bring attention to your heart, and knowing that's okay as well. There's no right or wrong. For those of you who may be feeling sadness or grief or anger or just disappointment, frustration, I invite you to bring your hand to your chest and just feel the warmth of your hand against your body, against your heart. Maybe even putting the other hand over the first hand. As we learn to navigate life's challenges, we have to learn to be our own best friend. If your friend was going through difficult times, how would you be there for her or him? So if you're going through difficult times, how can you be there for you? I invite you to keep your left hand on your heart and bring your right hand to your belly. Just feel the love, the warmth. This connection, this heart and solar plexus connection. Our solar plexus is our energy center in our right below, right at our belly button. And here's where our confidence is, our courage, but it's also where we give ourselves away. So maybe even visualizing this yellow ball of light spinning around at your belly button. This is your power center. And maybe even visualizing your heart chakra, which is green. Visualize them both spinning in this clockwise direction inside the body, and they're connecting to each other. Giving ourselves love and compassion, calling our energy back into ourselves. Now I invite you to put your arms back in your lap or on your legs, wherever they feel most comfortable. And just to finalize this meditation, check in with the whole experience, the mind, the thoughts, feelings, sensations of the body. And again, not getting swept away by anything, just observing for one brief moment. Keeping your eyes closed, I invite you to just listen to these words. May the work we have done here today serve for the healing and growth for ourselves, our loved ones, our ancestors, our communities, and the world. May we and all beings be held in love and kindness. May we and all beings touch into a great and natural peace. May there be peace on earth. May there be justice on earth. May there be healing on earth. And may all beings awaken and be free. Thank you very much for joining me.